make it part of your regular health and wellness and social recreational practice, come drum in the community with me. So some of those people would come over here, and then I would tell all those guys, bring your friends and family, and I do this in the workplace, and vice versa. I kind of walk the fence, and that's what I've been doing ever since, until I got that damn Woman of Vision award. It was great, but my business took off. People heard about it. I mean, up to that, small group, organic growth, but after that, it really, a lot of people heard about it and wanted to know more, wanted to experience it, and they thought, oh, that looks really cool. And it really took off, and I said yes to everything I was asked to do, and ended up working way too many. I did like 250 drum circles a year one year. Just me, all over the province, not just in Calgary, driving wherever my van will go in a day. I say, have drum will travel. And I'd be doing drum circles everywhere. I almost burned, but I did crash. I crashed because of my health. It was too much. I was doing too much. And sometimes we don't realize how exhausted we are. Even though we're doing what we love and we're enjoying our life and it's going well, sometimes we just don't realize how tired we really are. Our lives are so out of balance, most of us. We're just go, 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 go. Did you know the average North American has 3.5 thoughts per second going through their brain?
40,000 a day.
40,000 a day?
Yeah. 40,000.
That's a lot of individual thoughts to process. We can't do it. So we need activities like a drum circle, like a meditation, like coming on a regular basis to a center like this to get refilled and stop thinking about all the other stuff and just get focused on this for a while. So the drum circles were going well, but I did too much. So I crashed, I regrouped, I got back on the horse and started to ride again, but really in a nice canter. Not a gallop, just a nice canter, and then I would stop, get off the horse, and lay down. And then canter again, and then lay down. So I learned to balance my life, and I continue to have to learn that because I get excited and want to do stuff, and I get too many things on the calendar, and then I go, oh, I'm so exhausted. I'm at that point today where I'm really tired again. I need to really pull back, and it's summer, it's perfect. So I've been saying, no, I'm sorry, I can't do that, but this person might be able to right now. So have you ever done that? Where you've done too much, even if something you really love? It's easy to do that with something you don't love too, and realize, man, this is just not working for me. But you still do it? So it's a word of warning for you about that, about being careful with your own health and your own wellness, even when you're doing something that's really true to your heart, taking your soul into your life and into your work, and into your friendships and into your relationships. So then I started realizing that the drum was a tool for healing, not just for team and unity and awareness and spiritual experience. It was actually a tool for healing. I found out that there had been some research done in the States by a doctor who works with cancer patients, and they had developed a protocol called Health Rhythms, which is a series of activities that you do in a drum circle, not in any particular order, but they all need to be present in order for people to get 3 key physical effects that they could measure: reduction in blood pressure, reduction in heart rate, and a huge boost in the NK cells, the natural killer cells, the immune system response. And so they were drumming with cancer patients all over the States with this new practice. I went and got the training on that and realized I was doing Health Rhythms drum circles. That's how I was doing them. I was already doing them. I didn't know that I had created a health practice. And people who participated in one of those drum circles were getting all those responses without knowing it. But now I can tell them, and here's the evidence. Look at, you're getting all those stress indicators reduced and your immune system's getting a boost. In 17 years that I've been doing drum circles, I've had 5 colds. 17 years. So that's pretty good. I know that from my own experience that it actually does work. So now I'm doing drum circles with cancer patients, regular 4 to 6 week programs at Wellspring for cancer. And we've been asked by Alberta Health Region to do drum circles in every hospital in Calgary right now. So, pretty soon, nice. So pretty soon, we're doing them in 2 hospitals now, we'll be doing them in every hospital within the next year, I'm sure. They're buying their own drums, getting a van. I have a facilitator I've trained who's going to be doing them as a social worker. We're going to be doing them for the general public. So if you're in a hospital, check. Maybe do the drum circle while you're there visiting someone. Or if you're in the hospital, you can come and drum. And just release and open and connect and feel that purity of one. Feel that purity of pure health. Every cell in your body being vibrated with a steady beat by the people around you. It's It's not about you, it's about us helping each other to heal. So anyway, that's kind of where this has gone now for me, is into the healing realm, and still doing a lot of work in the corporate world, and they're healing down there too. It's just taken a lot longer than I thought. So the vision is still there in that beautiful reading that was done today. I still have a vision for that. I'd love to see a hump day drum circle in downtown Calgary for everyone who works in the downtown core to come to anytime they want. Wednesdays, let's drum. Let's get through this week. Get a physical release and get a mental message, a break from all the craziness, and the messages that come through the drum circle to help them connect and stay well. So just quickly, I want to, man, time goes fast when you're talking, hey? So I'll end just with the 3 quick stories about there's so many stories on the healing realm about how the drum has helped people to heal. One of which was a man who had agoraphobia. He hadn't been out of his house in 6 months. And I was walking by the front desk at our drum circles on a Friday night, and I saw this huge bouquet of flowers. And Marilyn Springer, who's our front door person, I said, where did these flowers come from? They're beautiful. And she said, well, this gentleman left them and asked me to give them to you, but not to make any special deal about it. Like, don't be announcing to the circle, look at these flowers, which I would have done. So I didn't, but at the end she pointed them out to me, and I went up to him and thanked him. I said, thank you so much for those flowers, they're beautiful. Are they from your garden? He said, yeah, I love gardening. And I said, wow, you know, I haven't seen you at the drum circle very often. He said, I've been here. I said, really? How long have you been coming? Oh, about 2 months. And I said, really? He's in the back corner, makes himself scarce and little known, like 100 people in the drum circle. I can miss one, right? There he was. And he said, I want you to know that I have serious diagnosed agoraphobia. I can't go out. And when I go out, I freak out. I have to come back home again. I heard about this. It's in my neighborhood. I literally heard it. So I came over. I've been coming ever since, and I've been going out now. So I've been going to the grocery store. I've been going for walks, mixing with people. And he said, I can't believe what a difference this has made in my life. Thank you. And then he said, I need to go now. And off we went. So I thought, wow, agoraphobia. That's a pretty cool story. And then the second one, even cooler, and maybe I'll end on that one. There's a woman that comes to drum circles, and she said, Judy, you're not going to believe this story, but I'm going to tell it to you anyway. She started coming really regularly. She came once, and then she came like every time, and she still comes every single time. We do a drum circle every Friday, by the way, down in the Inglewood Community Center. So she's there, and she said to me, Judy, I want to tell you how I got here. And I said, oh, okay, because she's loving the drumming now. She's a regular volunteer, and she's really committed to it. So she said, I was driving down the street one day, and I was in a foul place, and this red van cuts me off. And on the back of this van, it says, follow this van to a drum circle. Which is what it says on the back of my van. She first cursed, and then she looked up and she saw that, and she said, I think I can do that. And she just followed me. She ended up at her drum circle. And that night, she was an alcoholic, a drug addict. She works at the Remand Center with youth. She was struggling in her relationships, had just been going through a breakup. She was really having a hard time in her life. She came to that drum circle, unconsciously just walked in, sat down, and while drumming, she started feeling some stirring going on inside of her. When she left the drum circle that night, she sat in her car and didn't drive for a while because she was so dizzy, so nauseous, everything was aching. She felt like she was hit by a Mack truck. I thought, oh dear, I don't want to tell this story. She literally opened her door and had to vomit several times on the way home. She got home, and this went on for hours throughout the night. The next morning, she got up, and she said, I have never felt better in my entire life. She said she felt like she'd had a huge purging of toxic buildup, emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally, and suddenly she felt like $1 million. She quit drinking, she's not doing drugs, she comes drumming every Friday, she's doing a whole lot of other beautiful spiritual practices as well. And she's totally committed to the drum. She painted her own drum with dolphins on it. She drums you when you come into the drum circle. She is amazing. And she said, drumming saved my life. So another story, and I could go on with 10 or 20 other stories just like that. And I don't know exactly what's going on, but I do know one thing. It's not about the drum. drum is a catalyst, it's a tool. But it's not all about the drum. 25 years ago, when I was still married and had my kids living with me, I said to my now ex-husband, I think I want to be a minister. Because I was so getting into spirituality and spiritual practice and remarkable experiences with the birth of my children, and this oneness thing happened again with each child, and I was like, oh, and I had so much to share and say, and I'm so glad I have a chance to speak to you today. I said to him, I think I want to be a minister. And he looked at me and he said, there's no way on this earth I'd be married to a minister. And I knew that was the beginning of the end of that relationship. No bad feelings, it was just who he was. He was going up the corporate ladder and I was going up the spiritual path. Really different tracks. It was the beginning of my knowing that that was the beginning of the end of that relationship. It's okay, everybody's all right now. It's probably the best thing that ever happened to me, and the worst. But it's okay. We have to just keep going, right? So that was 25 years ago. 17 years ago, I had my first drum circle experience at that conference in Mexico. And then I got my master's degree, and then I developed my facilitation business, and I found my ministry. And now, today, I am a minister. And Pat said that to me. She said, Judy, you are a minister, and your ministry is the community drum circle, and you minister to whoever will come and receive that beautiful vibration of love, of community, of healing, and pure, unadulterated, unconditional love. And the drum plays has no discrimination. Doesn't care who you are, what you've done or not done, left undone, have yet to do, have left undone, doesn't care. All it knows is that you are love, it is love. And when we sit together in community with that intention, love is present in us. So I'd like to end with the band and singing together that song, One Love, One Heart. Let's get together and feel all right. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel all right.
Let's get together and feel alright. Everybody on your feet. One love.